And this is where I'm going to jump in and tell you my off-the-wall crazy theory.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Theory Time with Pleeka. I'm Jerome.
I'm Nick.
And today, we're doing things a little differently this time. We're going to break down each character and see what we think is going to be the outcome. Since there's only 2 episodes left as of recording this is going to come out probably the day of the next episode. So if anything is proven wrong, and this second to last episode, it's not our fault. We haven't seen it yet. Please don't yell at me. And yeah, so we're just here to
Part of the reason we're doing this is because
everyone's theories suck ass pretty much.
And they're all the same.
They're all the same. So we're just here to...
You headed out to set down some of this natural splendor?
We're just going to sit here and, get some of the natural splendor. And then you're going to say, this is going to happen, and I'm going to go...
Doesn't look like anything to me.
So, let's get into it. What do you think is going to happen with Dolores by the end of the season?
So I think she will sacrifice herself, to win.
Mm-hmm. But another Dolores will survive?
No.
Oh, no Doloreses in the end.
No. Not until Bernard makes a new one with the 5th ball.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's what you think she's going to die by sacrificing herself, but then season 4 there'll be another one because she's already said she's doing the season 4.
I think they will show it this season.
Oh, like
but Bernard will bring. I think Bernard will bring it back. That's why he's not replaceable.
That's why he's important. There's a lot of theories he's not replaceable because he's actually the first human hybrid and he's Arnold. I've seen a lot of theories of that, which I find interesting, but I feel like there hasn't been much evidence except for the Charlie stuff we've seen.
Oh yeah, the Charlie.
By the way, at the end, we got some comments of theories. I'm gonna bring those up at the end.
I almost feel like them calling her Charlie is just fucking with people.
I do too, but I'm talking about the Charlie flashbacks that he's gotten.
Oh, okay, I got you.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I just totally forgot what I was gonna say. I had something.
Then to Dolores.
No, but it was something about Bernard. I don't know if I come back to it. I'll come back to it.
Maybe we'll figure out when we go to him. I think very differently than you. I think she is not going to sacrifice herself. I think somehow she's going to get Westworld back in a way. I don't think she'll be in charge of it or something, but I think there will be a Westworld at the end of the season that the hosts are pretty much running. Maybe Bernard's in charge, maybe Caleb's in charge, maybe the Man in Black's in charge. I don't know who it's going to be, but I think there'll be a Westworld running and they'll be doing shit, and that'll lead to them testing the Man in Black by whatever season he becomes a human host hybrid.
Do you think it's just Westworld back to normal and everything?
Yeah, and I think it'll be the start of another loop. Where now they're on Westworld again, and they're doing shit there, but now they're in charge, so the loop's kind of different. I think it'll go that route.
I thought about what I was going to say.
I don't want to hear it.
Okay. So then there's... No, I'm just kidding. Hey, you deserve that.
I don't want to hear it either.
They spent the entire last season proving that the host hybrid can't work, and now everyone's theory is that Caleb and Man in Black...
everyone's theory is this guy works, this guy works, this works, this.
They haven't shown that it can work, and yet that's what everyone thinks everyone is.
Which is why I think the first one will be the Man in Black. 1, because we've already seen that, but 2, because they showed it so much, and it was his idea, I feel like it'd make the most sense for his creation to work on him first. Plus how crazy he's been, and he's breaking out of loops here and there, and insane asylums and all that,
Yeah.
I feel like that just makes sense to me.
Yeah, it makes sense to me, too.
And I think it would be weird, a whole season, them being like, oh, this is hard. Can't get it to work. Aaron Paul's on the show, host hybrid.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a little lame. It's bad writing on their part if that's the case. So next, Caleb. How do you think his what's his outcome?
I think he's gonna be a host hybrid. No, I'm just kidding. I think he's gonna. I think he's the winner of season 3. I think we're gonna find out what happened to him in the war. I think obviously we're gonna find out that it's not what he thinks, and I think we're gonna find out.
Do you think he actually went to war, or do you think those are just memories implanted into him? I saw a really interesting theory that... It's funny, I said that twice now. I said everyone's theory sucks, but, for the most part they do. There's no elaborating. It's just that's an interesting idea, but we got no proof to back it up.
Yeah,
but that he didn't go to war. He was actually doing the Rico app and doing shit for him, and then they just made his memories look like he was in the army doing stuff, but really he was out kidnapping Russian dudes in the thing we saw, stuff like that. And then those are just false memories to make it seem okay, but he was doing it in the war.
So Yeah, I kind of feel like they're doing that to him, but then we need to know why they're doing that to him, because they're not going to just do that to him if he's just some rando guy that's not working on. He needs to be important.
Like he's like Sirach's brother or something.
I don't think
that
he's...
theory bugs the shit out of me.
It's Sirach's brother was like fucking 6'4". I don't know.
Well, because they obviously they put his little pearl in another man, but like they'd have to make his pearl and all that, and I just don't think that would happen.
Maybe
I feel like possibly Sirach wants that data so he can do that, but I don't think he's capable of that right now. I know he made Maeve and all that, but he just made the body.
Right. I don't know why Caleb's important.
Mm-hmm.
But like, do you think Dolores picked him out of the fucking like? Oh, here he is.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's how.
No, I know, but I mean, she does say like, "You surprised me." She said in the first episode, like, "You, why did you help me?"
Do you think she knows what his twist is? I do too.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of things like saying maybe he is part robot, like maybe not a host, but he's like a cyborg because he said he got shot in the head and stuff like that, and she's been slowly manipulating him. But I also kind of wouldn't like that either. No, it's not saying that's not the guy. I can see that kind of being a thing in Westworld.
I could see that,
but I don't think I would like that.
We just watched that clip of him getting talked to by Kid Cudi. What's Kid Cudi's name?
Francis.
Thank you. I totally spaced that. Every time I hear Francis, I think
of Deadpool.
Looking good, Francis. Well rested. Like you've been pitching, not catching.
But we just watched that, and it's just odd. It's odd that he's picked by Dolores. We think his background is faked by Rehoboam.
Yeah.
And then he's working for Delos because like that robot. Well, he's not working for Delos.
He's not working for Delos, but the robot was made by them or whatever.
Yeah, and it's just like, I don't know. It's like everything is. It seems like be perfect that he would be the one that's picked. So then why is he there? Yeah.
So now I'll jump into mine too. It'll blend in here. I watched that clip this morning. I was bathing, and I wanted to rewatch some Westworld. Before we did this video, and I was watching the first scene with him talking to Francis, and I was like, it almost seems like to me, and I'll tell you, it's maybe obvious. Some people maybe have thought of this already. I haven't seen it, but that Rehoboam is actually the one talking to him, and like say he did go to war or whatever they had him do in Insight's little thing. And then Francis did die there. That all that actually happened, but Francis died. And they're like, okay, that's our way. Use his trauma to keep him on the path we want. And then like, hey, you still doing Rico? Okay. You want to put your drip on? I'm not trying to push you, but you want to put that on and use the edges? And he's like, no, I don't need that. And they're like, okay, how you doing? You still doing this? And then I also found it interesting. He's talking to him. And he's like, yeah, it's just like what you said, Francis. Back in the war, they had technology running things. It's almost like they were testing him, like, they picked your path and algorithms and all that. And now that's what it is here. That's interesting that like they had it that way there and did that, because clearly we saw the flashback and we saw it start with Sirach, how we've been building and all that, and it seems like it's been that way for a while now. And like it's not like he's that young to where it's like he's just a new thing,
Yeah, so here's how I took that. I took it as it is a new thing. Like in the ones they were working on. Were like
how do you think like within like the last 10 years or 20 years they did that, like it started controlling the world? Because I feel like that's what it'd have to be for him to be a war and come back and still be traumatized in Francis and all that.
I don't think it to me it feels like they just started running the world after they killed Liam Dempsey Sr. Like,
yeah, but we don't know what time period that was.
I think it's recent. I think like him getting killed and then him coming back from war is about the same time.
See, that makes this whole season lame to me then. If they just recently took over and then this quickly Dolores is like stopping it, I feel like it would have to be a thing where it's like if they've been doing this for like 60 to over years.
Yeah, but the only thing is I don't think Dolores didn't come out of Westworld going, I'm going to stop it. She came out of Westworld going, I'm going to dominate, and then this is how she needs to dominate. But now I think she's had a change of heart. I think she's almost going to be a good guy at the end.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
But I think it's all connected so that it because you remember they were testing those ones, so I don't think it was in charge yet.
Yeah.
But you're right. We don't know the timeline. So maybe it's been 10, 20 years. It just doesn't feel like it to me.
Because even the Man in Black, like in season 2, he's talking to... I think Lawrence or someone. And he goes, you don't know what it's like out there. And like talking about stuff. And so when we were watching it, I was like, oh, do you guys think in season 3 there's going to be some big thing control in the world? Because that's kind of what it seemed like he's hinting at. And you and Hess said no.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, maybe. And then when we watched the trailer for season 3, I was like, oh shit, there is. There's Reborn. We didn't know what it's called then, but we saw there's a big ball. And so it seems like at least in season 2 or 1 it was around that far, which is, I mean, it is fairly recent, but it seems like he knew about it for a bit.
Yeah. That doesn't help me. That doesn't help. But I don't know. I feel like it has to be kind of recent because I think they took it from what they're like, oh yeah, this really helped us, to now we can start doing. I think it was like a slow, like I don't think just like one day, all right, turn it on, poof, now it runs everything. I think like first it ran the military.
No, I agree with that.
And so even if it's 10 years, I don't know how long Caleb was like out. You know what I mean? Like he was in the say he got shot in the head for real. So he gets shot in the head, then he's in rehab, and then he's in the hospital. I guess that's not going to be 10 years.
See, and the thing is too, it was already working when they put him to war because that's the reason he's in war.
Yeah, but maybe it's only ran war. I don't know, unless the war is fake. And then
because that's what they picked out his brother, and they already had all those people in the room. So unless Caleb was in that room then, and we just didn't see him, it had to pick him out and send him to war. Because we've seen him being worked on and all that in their rooms. So it existed before he went to war, which is confusing me why he's like, yeah, it's just like what you said in war, and now it's controlling here, algorithms and all that. That's what's confusing to me. It's because he acts like it wasn't around before they went to war. Because clearly they plucked him out because they couldn't predict him and put him in the war.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there wasn't as many, which doesn't answer your question.
Mm-hmm.
Like say like when it was Solomon, say there was 1 million people that couldn't predict, and then now it's the new one say it's 1,000, which is that doesn't make sense.
See, I haven't even given any thought to the other ones because to me those other ones don't even matter.
But I think that's why he's one of the ones that. So, but if it picked him out and put him in a war.
So do you think that it was Solomon? He went to war and when he came back as Rehoboam?
Not necessarily, but yeah, maybe.
I feel like they need to explain that better then. All the other ones.
I just think it's getting better in time each time they did it because they said they made like 4 or 5 of them, right?
Yeah.
So even and like when he's talking about his brother, he's saying that like, oh yeah, we send some to war or whatever. Mm-hmm. I don't think they have to do that with as many people now. And so like,
well, I think that's how they're. I think that in the Westworld world, whatever. I think that's probably the only military they have. I would assume, or at least for the most part. Is
because you would think at this point because he's just controlling everything. He's telling presidents what to do.
Mm-hmm. I mean, do you have anything else? It seems like we have no idea about Caleb.
Yeah, I mean, we really don't. But
yeah,
do you think the reveal is going to be this episode?
I think it would have to be.
Yeah,
since the episode seems all about him, If it's not, and then we're waiting for... If it's not next episode and it's the finale, it better be a great twist.
Do you think that he has any relation to the Men in Black?
I would like there to be, just because I love the Man in Black. But I don't feel like they will.
It's him and Dolores' illegitimate son.
I know a lot of people want it to be William's son, or it to be, this is actually another William, or whatever, like another age, or... however it's going to be, But I kind of feel like that's the same twist as season 1 if they go that route. Where it's like, William is the Man in Black. It's like, Caleb is William. It's almost too similar to where I kind of don't want it to be. But like, it is neat to think about because everybody likes William and the Man in Black.
Yeah. I wanted there to be some kind of connection, but I don't see what it would be.
The only thing it could be is if it was like a son that he never spoke about. And like he'd be like, hey, I remember Emily. And then we're all like, it's her brother. But even then, it'd be weird if we get 3 seasons.
What if he's Logan's son?
Oh, I would... My penis would explode with happiness.
You at least got to take it one step too far.
Charlotte Hale. I think Charlotte Hale is going to be the one to kill Sirach. Now, after that, I do think she's pissed off at Dolores and eventually is going to want to go against her. I don't know if that'll be this season or if they'll tease it at the end of the season and it'll go on.
Do you think she'll wear a black mask and like a cape and have a red lightsaber?
Oh, maybe.
That'd be cool.
And then she'd be like...
And she'll have like twins.
There's the last time we met, she was the learner, but now she's the master. It's not an exact quote, but it's pretty much there.
The learner?
She's the learner. You know, like they call people that
Thank
are
God you didn't
trained-
write Star Wars.
When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master.
But yeah, that's what I think. I think she's gonna kill Sirach,
I could see that.
and I think she'll go after Dolores, but I think that'll be kind of like a cliffhanger into the next season also.
Oh, so you think she's hanging around? I guess you're not gonna get rid of Tessa Thompson.
Yeah, why would you?
Yeah.
Just like how they'll every season we get.
Do you
Jimmy
think they're gonna
Simpson,
give her hair like next season?
she'll like buy a pink wig or something.
I guess she could just get a new body. That's the thing about
Yeah.
her. She can just make a new body.
Yeah.
Fuck, she might make
Also, cut back to Dolores real quick. What do you think is gonna happen? I know next episode she's gonna get in that fight and get her arm cut off and crawl on the floor like a fucking animal and all that shit. And Maeve is clearly there because you could see it in the next trailer. She's in the same room.
Remember, nothing in these trailers is clear.
No, but if you look at the scenes side by side, you can tell it's the same like warehouse.
Okay.
But what do you think is gonna happen? Like where they give her robot body? Think it's gonna be the end of the season? Do you think that's gonna be after that fight? What do you think? Because she's gonna get her same like it's not exoskeleton, but the same metal stuff that the original hosts had. She has that at some point in the trailer, and Caleb's holding her in this like weird white concrete room.
Probably. I don't know. Probably at the end.
You think after like everything goes on, and,
Yeah.
and then she's like, let's build them like the old ones because they're better for some reason.
Yeah, and I think. Do you think like? See, I think Bernard builds her is what I said in the beginning. So like. But do you think that could be the case? Even though Caleb is.
It could be. I don't know. Bernard's not anywhere around in those trailers, but you only see that white room with Caleb in there. So he very well could have built him and then said, "Hey, Caleb, go in there. She kind of likes you a little better than me, even though technically I'm kind of her daddy if you think about it. But whatever, it's no big deal. You go and get her, Caleb."
That was.
I think that's meant to be.
That
why-
wasn't necessary. Why you gotta be all.
I feel like that's what happens.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's funny how you just say one thing and you're like, nah, I want that to happen. And then you're completely wrong. But
Yeah, you really
first
are
off-
sticking to Bernard building her. I haven't got an inkling of that, but I wouldn't be upset with that.
I don't know why I'm sticking to it. I just thought of it. And
I
I
don't
was
know
like,
either.
yeah, that's it.
Well, 'cause you always like to be right,
Well, who doesn't like to be right? Like, oh, yeah.
Mr. Wrong.
It's like, I think.
My left hand.
God, you're like the dumbest man alive.
That was good. Did you answer about Charlotte?
No, I disagreed with you.
Okay, that's fine.
I was thinking she would probably kill Sirach too.
The
Because
sequel?
I'm going to hit you in the face. Sirach also.
Mm.
But I was thinking that then she might team up with Maeve
Oh, interesting.
and then go after Dolores.
I could possibly see that. That would make maybe
See, it's a little bitchy on her part.
A little bit.
I mean, she's the one that like
you're the one that's
started.
freaking out and loving a weird family that you stole.
Yeah, you fucking met him 3 days ago,
And she stole him. That's gross.
and didn't even keep the dog.
Well, I mean, she probably should have. Bernard. This is where I'm not sure. This is what I would like, is if my Dolores thing is right, and she gets Westworld back, and then they clear Bernard's name. Like, yeah, he didn't really do it.
There's no okay.
And then he's running Westworld.
How would they clear it?
She just fucking hacks the system. It's beep, boop, 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 pop, pop, pop. And like deletes it out or something.
Beep boop bop. I got you.
Yeah, like beep, pop, pop, pop,
I
boop.
got you.
And then he's like, computers can do that? And then he's running
Wow.
Westworld. But that's what I would like to happen. I have no clue what will actually happen, but that's just in my fantasy.
So you think?
I would like him running Westworld by the end.
Oh, so he's like the new Ford.
Yeah.
I got you.
And it'll end with him drinking with, what was it, Old Bill?
Old Bill.
Yeah.
And he start talking in riddles and shit.
Mm-hmm. And then right all of a sudden behind him, like a Force ghost, Anthony Hopkins just slowly appears.
Oh, and then season 4, he could build a Ford.
Yeah.
And then the Ford will
and
be
then
a
he'll
host.
build a Ferrari, and they'll fight each other. Ford versus Ferrari.
I got you.
Yeah.
The only thing I really think that Bernard is going to do is I think he's going to
Build Dolores.
But there's got to be another reveal with him.
Yeah. Do you think it's going to be like he's Arnold, or he has a Dolores in him or something? I saw there's a theory online that when he, killed Charlotte Hale and... Did he? No, Dolores killed Charlotte Hale. When he killed Dolores...
I was agreeing with you, and I was like, what?
And then he killed Dolores, he built Charlotte Hale, and then he put her in her and all that stuff.
yeah.
That he put like the original Dolores in his head, and that Dolores is a copy. So when he hits the Bernard button and he's like, go easy on him, he's actually turning into the real Dolores, and then he clocks out of being Dolores and goes back to being Bernard.
You lost me. So when he fights, he's Dolores.
Yeah, when he hits his button.
Then he's Dolores.
Yeah, that's the theory I've heard.
But so like,
And that's the OG Dolores.
but is she the tough one or the?
That's just normal Dolores from season 2. He put that in his head.
Oh, okay.
And then the other ones, all the other ones are copies, and they don't know that. Well, the original one thinks it's original, but it's a copy. I feel like that's not even that big of a twist. That's just kind of weird.
Well, it's weird that he has 2 balls in his
I
head.
feel like it would be a better twist if they're like, I actually made you more like Arnold, and like they said like she.
See, I don't think that's much of a twist either.
Yeah, you know. Also, side note, are the people? I was thinking about this because a lot of people really host hybrids because they're making theirs balls. Oh, they made them red, cool, and like those guys are clearly dead. Like James Delos was dead because they made him 702 times. That James Delos, of course, he has the memories, but the original one is gone. Like, you know what I mean? It's like if a clone of me walked in and you shot me, that clone has all the memories of me, but it's not me.
Right.
So, like, why don't they just call those hosts? I get that they want to live forever, they're humans, and, like, they remember all the past shit, but the original one is dead, so it's kind of just a host, right?
Because they're trying to put its consciousness in him.
Yeah. But, like, can
That's
you really
what-
capture the consciousness? I know that they say you can,
Apparently not.
but because those ones don't remember being hosts before. And they're like, Logan, get in here, Logan! And, you know, they don't remember shit. So, like, I just think about that today, and I was like, they're not really host hybrids, are they? They can say that all they want.
I think they are if they don't remember being a host.
But, like,
I think
the only way they're actually
I think your argument makes them a host hybrid.
No, but, like, why do they not remember ever being the host hybrid? The pastime or the pastime or the pastime or the pastime? Because they're creating new ones. So if all those other ones don't, like, are just erased easily and then just keep creating a new James Delos, it's just a host James Delos, basically. With the memories of his past.
Yeah, but that's semantics. Like you're saying what it is.
Mm-hmm.
A host James Delos is a host hybrid because he was a person and now he's a host.
Yeah, and I get he has the memories, but it's like they could just, because, like, if she just coded in all the memories of Arnold and put it into a host, then would you say Arnold's a host hybrid?
Yes. But she can't do that because she doesn't have all Arnold's memories.
Yeah, okay. So if you consider, so then we just consider things differently then, because I don't consider that. I would consider that being a host.
But see, that's the difference. Is I don't think she can make Arnold without. She can't make Arnold because she remembers Arnold, but she doesn't know how many times Arnold jerked off.
Maybe she does.
She doesn't.
What if Ford made a book of him and it was in the Forge?
That shit wasn't around when Arnold was there.
Then Ford wrote it.
He wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote it down and then he read it.
Yeah.
You can't believe everything you read.
I guess. No, but that's just my little side thing. I don't consider them host hybrids after thinking about it.
I'll have to agree to disagree with you.
Okay, I'll agree to say you're wrong.
I mean, it's all sci-fi bullshit. Like, if they want to call them host hybrids.
No, yeah, I get that. I'm just saying, just call them hosts for fuck's sake. What did you answer about Bernard?
Yeah, sort of.
We have like 4 more names, pal. We've been going for almost a half hour.
You keep talking.
I know. Sirach. I already kind of answered that. He gets killed by Charlotte Hill. I think he'll almost win. Possibly kill a few people. I don't know. Maybe like a Stubbs or something.
Yeah.
And then I think he'll get killed by Charlotte Hill. I don't think much more is going to be with him, you know.
Yeah, I think he's going to underestimate Caleb is the problem.
He's going to underestimate the power of the dark side.
No, it's I think Caleb will be the part that fucks him up.
I kind of do too, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, but I still do think Charlotte Hill will be the one to blap blap him right in the face.
It's possible, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But that's pretty much it. Stubbs, I'm kind of afraid. I think he'll just die.
That's literally what I wrote down.
I don't know. I don't think much else is going to happen. And if anything else happens, then cool. I love the guy.
I think he'll go out in like a blaze of glory, though.
That'd be cool. I'd like him. You know what I learned? You know, I made some jokes about his fight scene being terrible.
Mm-hmm.
He hurt his shoulder before they filmed that, so that's why it was all weird. That's why they keep making those jokes about his shoulder and all that.
Oh, really?
Before they filmed, he pulled something in it. So I was like, oh, fuck, now I look like an asshole. But that makes sense why his scene wasn't as great.
To be fair, you looked like an asshole before that episode.
That's true. Yeah, so he'll just die. William. Obviously, we know he's going to turn into a host hybrid. But I think he's going to maybe sacrifice himself for the greater good in the end of the season, possibly.
How?
I don't know how. But I think maybe
he's going to throw himself from the top of a volcano?
Sirach's men are coming and he's to like save them to get somewhere or something. I don't know how. He
can't go pow pow because he has no fingers. He can only go pow pow pow.
No, he'll get a Luke hand. Start using the Force. Why do we keep talking about Star Wars?
I don't know.
But I think I have 2 options. Either he's gonna save them all and they'll be like, oh wow, he's actually a cool guy, and then he'll help them get like Westworld and Delos back and like make it like a normal thing and not be like, that's weird that robots are running there. Like he'll kind of make it normal again.
Mm-hmm.
Or I think he'll go out in a Blades of Glory. Maybe it's him and Stubbs, and he's like blah 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 blah, shooting people, and he'll sacrifice himself somehow to save them. Or maybe to wrap things up, it'll be like to save Maeve, because obviously I think Maeve's going to team up with Dolores at some point or something. So I think I think maybe it'll be a mix of that.
I think,
But I could be completely wrong too.
I think he'll fight with Bernard and Stubbs and Dolores
Mm-hmm.
and Caleb against the Rock, because it's wrong to be in a loop, and I think that's the whole point of the whole show.
No, yeah.
So, and maybe he dies, because even though we've seen the see, that's the weird thing, is we've seen the future stuff.
Yeah, but like I said, it's a host hybrid. But is that like this one could die, and she has all those books of him that she's read, so she could just do that and make him, because that one's reliving season 2 over and over again. That one clearly had no memory of being out of the park and going to an insane asylum and all that, because he walked down there thinking he was going to find Bernard and Dolores down there.
That's
and
true.
It was his daughter.
That's true. So maybe he dies this season.
Mm-hmm. That
Helping
was
him.
kind of my thinking when saying he might die.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
Okay, Maeve. I think she'll be with her daughter.
Oh, you think it's just she's gonna like?
I don't know if she'll leave the show, but I think she'll be with her daughter. And I feel like we'll see people from the Valley Beyond again too. Like I think we'll get like a scene. We'll see Teddy and Akita and
you think
every
so?
other person down there. I think we'll get like a little scene with them in it.
I don't remember what I wrote for Maeve. Oh, actually, I said I think she beats Dolores.
Oh wow, you surprised yourself with your own note.
Well, because I did this like the other day. So so that's funny. So I said that she'll beat Dolores because. Oh yeah. Okay, so that makes sense to me. So she beats Dolores and then teams up with Charlotte and goes after Sirach.
Do you still believe that?
Yeah,
That's a no.
kinda.
Oh, okay.
I could see it happening.
I don't really see. I mean, I could see it kind of happening, but I feel like.
But see, that goes into my. That's all about my
Also,
theory.
think about this with your theory.
Okay.
You want another season of her being out there wanting to get to her daughter, or do you just want her to get to the Valley Beyond?
No.
I know we're not, but like saying it's gonna actually happen in the show. But come on, you want her to get to her daughter so she can fuck off with that.
No. But what I'm saying is, if she beats Dolores, say next episode,
Mm-hmm.
and then her and Charlotte Hale or Charloris
Mm-hmm.
kill Sirach, and then everyone's off their loop, and then Bernard rebuilds Dolores.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of goes into my Bernard and Dolores theory.
Okay, well, that could be part of it, and maybe that's why she has to get the new body, because Bernard can grab her pearl, or maybe Caleb grabs her pearl, whatever, and they.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about.
I can't wait to.
What do you think the reveal is going to be like?
Wrong we are.
I know. What do you think the reveal is going to be like when Caleb finds out she's a robot? Because clearly he does. He's holding her in with a robot body. Do you think he's going to take it like, holy shit, or be like, all right, dope? Because like, you saw her get shot in the
He's already
episodes ago.
Yeah, like we haven't seen them together since. Oh no, we did.
No, because
They got on the
they got
airplane.
on the plane. They're on their way to
Yeah.
Westworld.
Do you think they're gonna have a plane, like a dogfight in the air with
Oh,
Sirach?
that'd be cool. Like, dun, 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 dun. We're like, you already played this song, losers.
Yeah.
Okay, so now Clementine's our last one. Now, we say Clementine because according to the internet, and I'm not going to go find this and take screenshots because that's just going to be forever, and I don't feel like doing that.
You're such a
But
fucking
you get
pussy.
the little code on when they're looking at Dolores and shit, and then Clementine's code in season 1. You put those together, it's the same exact code, so Clementine is probably going to get rebuilt since they killed Hector. Which I'm cool with. I'd like her coming back.
Yeah.
I wonder if she'll be kind of fucked up because clearly she wasn't herself at the end, but I'm cool with her coming back.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know if she's gonna. I don't really. It's hard to predict for her because she hasn't really done much. She's just kind of there and woe is me. I want to leave
Do you
town,
remember-
but I'm stuck in this being a prostitute. And then she's also was the killer people.
Do you remember the person's name? I can't talk. The name of the person who was in Shogun World that was like basically Maeve?
No,
Me either.
I think it's called.
I've heard that she will be back too.
I've heard that too. I heard a lot of people be like, "Wow, no one even mentioned that she's gonna be in the show." Because like, what's his face was? I can't think of his name.
And they were both at a premiere, I guess, together.
Yeah, I have heard that she's gonna be back too, which that'd be interesting. I don't know if she'd be
But
because
then-
Dolores was it Musashi?
Yeah.
Him making bodies and all that.
He could in like they could have their like.
I also saw a theory that she has him making bodies for when they get Westworld. They take all the people from the Valley Beyond or whatever and put them in those new bodies they built for them, and be like, now we actually own the world and we're safe. And that's her plan.
The only thing I don't like about that is she literally said in season 2.
Sending it to her, no one can find it.
Well, she said that. That's actually not where I was going. You big interrupter.
So I assumed.
No, yeah, no.
You know what they say about assuming?
Nope. What do they say? I've never
Makes
heard
an
that.
ass out of you and me.
Never heard that before.
Well, we learn something new every day.
She said they've got a bigger world, and that's. She basically said that Westworld isn't the world she wants. She wants the other world.
Yeah.
And then she gets the other world. And she's like, all right, now I'm gonna go back to Westworld.
Well, Westworld's actually kind of better, actually. You know, no one, people fucked with me, but like not this much. Like Jesus Christ, they're angry out here.
Yeah, but she's in charge out here.
Well, because now she's saying she's gonna build.
Give me a car.
She's gonna build a new world. What if she's like, let's just mow down Shogun World. And
Do you think it's gonna turn
Westworld.
into Aladdin?
I think that's where we wrap this up.
It's a whole new world.
You don't have to. I got the joke. You know?
I didn't think you did. I wanted to sing it for you.
Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Comment down below how wrong we are in our predictions, and let us know your predictions on the last, I guess, episode now, since this would probably be coming out right as you're watching this.
But you can't call us wrong.
Yeah, unless you have proof. You can call him wrong, but not me. It'll hurt my feelings.
No. I was gonna say I don't.
Wait, I forgot we wanted to do comments. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't give a fuck if I'm wrong, but do it before the episode airs, not after.
Well, the chances are this is gonna go up when it airs, but you know, I don't know how long. We talked for a long time.
Did you get a move on then?
I'm going to play. I mean, I'm not leaving anywhere. I'm quarantined. Neomac commented, "Great podcast. Has anyone else noticed Charlotte Hale's boyfriend calls her Charlie? When his phone rings the last episode, it spelled out Charlie on the phone. Same name as Arnold's son. Everyone else calls her Charlotte. Is there anything to this? I feel like they obviously don't do anything on an accident on the show like that. Like, they don't leave coffee cups places and shit like that.
Oh, that's rude.
Yeah. I feel like it's not an accident, but I don't know if it means because Arnold, it'd be weird. Like, did his kid get a sex change? Did he have...
We did talk about it.
Did he have a daughter? And they're like, you know what? We like the name Charlie so much. Let's just call our daughter Charlie, too.
The first time that she comes back home, he calls her Charlie.
Yeah, and we were like, oh, what does that mean? Is it an Easter egg?
No, we actually rolled our eyes.
No, yeah.
Because we were like, oh, fuck, now everyone's going to have these theories.
Yeah, I actually said that while we were watching it in the living room.
Yeah.
But I don't... And then they keep doing it, and now the guy's dead, so she probably won't be called Charlie ever again, unless Bernard's like, I remember you, Charlie. I don't know. I feel like... Is Charlie a common nickname? I've never known someone named Charlotte, so it's hard to know.
It is common for Charlotte.
So maybe it's just a thing like her name's Charlotte Hale, and it's her boyfriend. Hey, Charlie. Maybe he's a big fan of Lost. I don't know. But... I feel like it would be weird if it was like a tie into his son, you know? I have no idea what it means.
I feel like they're just fucking with us.
I feel like it's just because it's her nickname, and it's like, oh, I wonder if people would latch on to this.
Yeah.
He also mentioned that the maze was also painted on the wall when Caleb and Dolores first meet.
Oh.
So we've seen the maze twice now, this episode and then.
Yeah, that's
the part that I'm like, you motherfuckers, you gotta stop doing this shit.
Yeah.
But that's all we got. I hope we're right on something at least, for fuck's sake, don't you?
Yeah, I'm sure we're not.
Yeah, probably not a thing. Maybe Stubbs will die. And we said the Man in Black will become a host hybrid, so those are some things that were like, that'll have to happen. But yeah, they got renewed for season 4, and it'll go until season 6, so at least we don't have to be worried about it getting canceled or anything. But thanks for watching, everybody. Please like, subscribe, comment down below your prick. What? Don't comment your prick. Comment down below your predictions, and we'll see you guys next time for another 3-time Pleeka.